Yeah. With Laos, this last work, I was fortunate enough to be contacted by Andrew Perrin, who's a writer with Time magazine, who I accompanied, or he accompanied me on this trip. He was aware of work that I'd done in the past with various rebel groups and this type of work, we discussed it and various pros and cons. But it was, if you've seen the pictures in the exhibition and the plight of these people, just how desperate they are, I think it was never a question of not going on this trip. It was you're morally obliged. I think anybody that had the same access to go and do the same. So we were assisted greatly by a commission, a fact-finding commission in the States, who work with this group of Hmong. They're doing whatever they can. They're a small, very, very dedicated. We worked with a group in the States, a fact-finding commission, who are a small, very dedicated group of people. They're learning as they go, basically, how best to help these people. But they were instrumental in helping us with contacts, setting up this trip. We arrived, as is necessary, on journalist visas. On tourist visas in Laos. Town of Luang Prabang. Spent a night in a hotel, and then the following morning we met with contacts and took transport towards a predetermined spot in the forest where we were supposed to leave. We disembarked, scrambled up the bank, and waited in the trees for the people that we were supposed to meet. We had a little bit of a scare at first. There was a bit of a panic. We thought that there were Lao soldiers coming down the street towards us, but actually it turned out to be the Hmong that we'd been waiting for. And it was an amazing welcome, or meeting, if you like. We were met by the commander, Marteteur, and 6 or 7 of his men, dressed in rags. The commander has only one hand, and it was a very tearful meeting, short but tearful. They loaded up with provisions. They had a lot of sacks of salt and rice to carry. I think it was the first salt that they'd had in something like 18 months. And if you're eating, if your diet is the roots of trees every day, that's bad enough. But without salt, it's a catastrophe. So we immediately, without losing any time, left obviously the road. It was a dangerous place to be. The whole area where they're in is a military zone, the Sai Sambun special zone. Special because it's off limits to foreigners, tourists, anyone basically, because there is this genocide taking place. I mean, the Lao government has always denied that it's happening. Hopefully it will be a little bit more difficult for them to deny now. But so we left immediately. We walked for, I think, till about 2 or 3 o'clock, until we had enough time between us and any possible Lao military patrols.